Yeah, we are laying up good stuff.
Hey guys, this is Backdraft and welcome to another episode on the Symmetria server. This is episode number 26. Thank you so much for joining me today. So we're going to start off this episode by checking on our vault. I haven't been down there yet, so I don't know if anybody has managed to figure out the combination. I mean, it's pretty much impossible. There is over 1 million combinations that, what? 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 We've been robbed! We've been robbed! Call 911, we've been robbed! 32 diamond blocks, my cake, my amazing 20 diamond dirt block, my dragon egg, my... Hello, Backdraft. We are holding your dirt and free cake hostage. All we want is 25 diamonds, and we will give them back. Anonymous. French dirt thieves who like StarCraft 2. Great Base got stuck in the bamboo farm. French dirt thieves who like SC2. I wonder who that could be. Boofty. I just talked to Boofty, and apparently he said he figured out the correct combination, and then told me that the correct combination was 111-111, which I assure you was not the correct combination. So this thing's broke. So I've been staring at this redstone for a little while now, and I have no idea how 111111 would have opened the vault. And I mean, I don't think Boofty would be lying to me, but I feel like I'm taking crazy pills because I don't know how the heck that could have worked. Well, it also looks like this is where they tunneled out after they robbed me. I wonder if this leads anywhere. Nope. No diamonds. I found it! I found it! I'm not crazy! I swear I'm not crazy! I'm not crazy! Ready? Look, okay, so the correct digit for this cell is 4. It's currently on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's on 5. Let me get my double jump back so I can jump back up there really easily. Okay. Okay. Why is this power 0? What is going on? This should be on! Look! And I bet you when I open the chest, I bet you this comparator will come back on. What is going on? Why is that happening? Mojang, explain! So I did some research and played around with it a little bit more, and I finally figured out the issue. So one thing I never knew is that technically speaking, chests that are blocked don't give off a signal from a comparator. I don't know why I didn't know that. But the only way that the comparator will shut off now is if there is an update to a block near the comparator. For example, if I were to break this piece of redstone, then you can see that the comparator turns off. Now, if I unblock the chest and then open it, I'm giving the comparator another update so it will come back on. So essentially, the fix for the combination of 111111 working on the lock is fixed by just removing all of these blocks. I'm glad I figured that out. So all in all, after the heist, we ended up losing about 32 diamond blocks and about 2.5 stacks of emerald blocks. And those who robbed me, thankfully, were nice enough to offer me the diamonds back, but I am a man of my word and promised anyone who was able to get into the vault that they could keep the contents. So they are... What are those nether sounds? Very creepy. Anyway, but I told them that they could keep the diamonds. Enjoy those diamonds because I guarantee you, you will not get into the vault again. That's right. Now that the issue has been fixed, I am offering the challenge once again, and this time it'll be a little bit more clear. You have to figure out the combination to get into the vault. You cannot break, move, replace, or do anything to the blocks that are currently around the vault. You have to figure out the combination. If you can figure out the correct combination, you can keep the contents of the vault once again. Vault Challenge 2.0. But anyway, I've popped over to the nether because our nether tunnel construction has been underway for quite a while now. I'm over at the east tunnel over here. This is the one that is currently being constructed, and I figured I would do my part after we did our part in collecting up the materials. I would do my part in helping to construct it. So a lot of it has already been done, as you can see, and it looks super, super awesome. We better get this done quick. Server restarting in 2 minutes. But anyway, this looks super awesome. There is a little bit at the end that still needs to be done. I'm going to head over there and do that, and we're going to do this in a third-person time lapse. So I hope you guys enjoy, and roll that music. I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. That was a lot of fun. We got a big old chunk of the tunnel done. That took maybe about 3 or 4 hours just to get that chunk done. There is so much more to do, and it looks like actually since then somebody's come down and placed in all of the lamps and the armor stands. These are eventually going to be hidden so that will activate the pressure plates and the lights will come on. A little trick that I actually used over in my lumber mill in Agrabah. I actually stole that idea from this design for the tunnel, but this turned out super cool. I love that it kind of fades off in the nether fog out there as well. It kind of blends in with all the reds and stuff from the red nether brick and the wart blocks. It looks super awesome. Let me know what you guys think of this tunnel design. Eventually this is all going to be completed, and then we're going to be moving on to the nether hub. But I think this design was super awesome. Once again, I am really fine with the fact that my design lost to this one, because this one was just super cool. But anyway, let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments. So I popped over to the gaming district really quick because I was just notified that we won a prize in the server game offs, and it's so awesome what we got. Look in this shulker box. It is such a unique set of gifts. I mean, you think like, okay, maybe they'll win some diamond blocks. No, we got a few diamonds, we got shroomlight sea lanterns, quartz blocks, which is awesome, a few books, some gravel, enough wither skulls to spawn a wither and get a nether star, which is super awesome. Really creative with the gift there. So apparently we won the best solo game. There was dozens of different games that were entered into this competition, and I am extremely psyched about this. I put a lot of time and energy into this game, and it seems like a lot of people have been enjoying it. As for the high scores, it looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people who have officially recorded their times on this game, and it looks like for hard mode we are actually still in the lead, but Jacobus is extremely close behind. We only have 1 iron nug between the two of us, so I guess you could probably say that we were able to do it in an equal amount of time. So if anybody's watching from the server and you haven't had a chance to come play Fire 'em Up, head over to the gaming district and check it out. Hello there, this is Backdraft, and no, not the same Backdraft you were just talking to. This is Backdraft 2 weeks in the future. Yeah, it's kind of difficult recording an episode 2 weeks apart, about halfway through, but I'm okay with that. We took a little bit of a vacation, celebrated my birthday, did a few things around the house and in real life, and now we are back on the server. I hated to have to split this episode up like this because that means we went a whole week without a video. That's okay though. I plan on releasing this one ASAP. Now, a lot of stuff has happened since I've been on the server last. We had our 12-hour charity live stream where we got a ton of stuff done, and I'm going to show you guys all of that in just a second. But beyond that as well, the nether tunnels are now finally done in all 4 sections of the nether. So we're down the north tunnel. As you can see here, I'm probably going to have to move my tunnel a little bit this way so it lines up a little better with the tunnel over here. I don't know when we're gonna do that, maybe on a live stream or something, but we're gonna have to move it just so it lines up. I mean, we can get to it for now, but I don't like the fact that it doesn't line up. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to this kind of stuff, so we're gonna have to move that. But yeah, all the nether tunnels are done, and there is so much more that we've done on that live stream and since I recorded last. I'm gonna take you guys through all of it. So the very first thing we did on the live stream, about the first third of it or so, was build the Agrabah gold mine. So it's not 100% complete yet, but all of the actual building for it is now complete. This is the entrance that we built. I got a little bit of inspiration for this entrance from a build by Pearlescent Moon. I can leave a link in the description to the picture that I used as inspiration. I switched up some of the wood and a little bit of the design, but this is just an amazing mineshaft entrance. So let me take you guys down into the depths beneath Agrabah so that we can see the actual gold mine. And by the way, if you guys missed the 12-hour live stream, it is uploaded to my channel. I know it's quite a long time, but if you are interested in watching it, you can go ahead and watch it on the channel. But here is the entrance down into the mine shaft, and then the shaft leads into the actual mining area. So this turned out super cool. We're using stone, we're using all the natural ones like just regular smooth stone, granite, andesite. We actually threw in some cobble. We got actually stairs and slabs thrown in as well, and we kind of left in all of the naturally spawning blocks as well. We didn't find any diamonds. I don't think we're deep enough for diamonds actually, but we threw in a few pebbles here and there and some cobble to make it look like it's old and weathered. And there's a bunch of lanterns because the miners that are going to be down here are going to need to be able to see the gold that they are mining. So the idea here was we collected up a bunch of gold ore and just made a bunch of gold ore deposits down here. You can see we have one over there, one there, one over there, and one over there. And then there's also 3 additional little mine shafts and rooms along the edges here that have gold deposits as well. So there's one up here, right up there, and then over here, this is actually a naturally generated cave that I just kind of repurposed and am using as part of the gold mine now. So we have one over there, over here, and then there's a bunch over here as well. Let's take a quick trip back into the central room, and I'll just briefly show you guys the other little areas. Right over here, we have another one, just kind of a couple little tunnels that we dug out, couple gold deposits right over there and over there. And finally over here we have a little area as well. There's a couple more deposits, one over there and one over there. So the idea with the gold mine is that we're eventually going to fill it up and bring it to life. We're going to bring down miners from the city of Agrabah that work for the Sultan to mine up all of this gold, which we're probably going to end up using armor stands for. I'm going to try to figure it out myself. If not, maybe I'll get some help from my fellow Symmetrians. But yeah, this was super fun. I think it turned out awesome. I actually have a little tour of this using shaders as well in the 12-hour live stream. I think it's at about hour 5 or 6 or something like that. So make sure you guys go check that out if you want to see how this looks with shaders. But let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments, and let's get on to the next thing. I popped over to my buddy Slumpard's area, aka one of the guys who robbed me. But besides that, he asked us a while ago for a secret staircase that we can hide using a redstone door. So I actually built that on the live stream if you guys want to go check that out. I can't actually use it right now because I don't have the ticket to open the door, and he has implemented that piece of it. So you do need a specific ticket, which I believe you can buy from him somehow. I don't know exactly how that's going to go. You guys probably check out his videos. He makes really good videos on his channel, which I can link in the description as well. Make sure you guys go check him out. Yeah, so essentially it involves putting a secret key into a secret place, and then it'll open up a double redstone door into a secret arena. I know there's a lot of secrets. We're actually going to pop over to creative real quick, and I can show you guys how the contraption works without spoiling how he has it set up. So here's the contraption right here. I'm sorry if I lose you. I will try my best to explain it as easily as I can. So essentially what we have here is we have a chest right here with a filter underneath it. And when the correct item is put inside of this chest, this double piston door will open for about 15 seconds or so. So that's all controlled by this clock over here. So right now I just have it set up so that the correct item is a sticky piston. Obviously you're probably gonna wanna use like a named piece of paper or something to make this a lot more secure. But if I drop a sticky piston right in here, the door will open for about 15 seconds. The player will be able to go through and enter into the secret area. So this is just a silent hopper clock that I use quite often. If you guys are interested in how to build this, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, it will make sure that the door remains open for about 15 seconds. If you put any other kind of item into this chest, regardless of what it is, you could fill this up with as many items as you want. It's not actually going to do anything. It's only when you put the correct item into this chest, the door will open. Then once the player's inside, Slimper also wanted a way for them to be able to get back out, so we'll wait for this to close. We just have a button that will open the door for a couple seconds for the player to exit. So they just stand by the door, hit the button, and then they're able to leave. Let me know what you guys think of this redstone contraption. I'm pretty sure Slumpered is pretty stoked with it. Pretty sure I did a pretty good job. If there's any way you guys think that I can compact this, or if there's anything I could have done a little differently, let me know down in the comments. That is another thing we did on the 12-hour live stream. Now on to the next thing. And the last big thing we did on the stream was the pathways and the start of our gardens surrounding the Agrabah Palace. This was a pretty big project. I got some help from my good friends Dark Solid, Jinx, and then a little bit of help from Supervisor Jacobus as well. This was a really fun project and I was glad to finally get this going. So that means we had to move the amazing genie lamp built by our friend Fluffy Butt over here, but we did save a schematic of that because we're going to rebuild that, I think actually down in our vault. We wouldn't want anybody getting their hands on that genie lamp and getting a hold of our genie. But anyway, this is the design that we came up with a little help from Dark Solid, who assisted with us on a couple of the features, including this awesome little water trough or whatever you want to call it that lines the walkway. So this actually goes all the way around the palace. There are a couple places that are open, which we're going to be putting gardens and statues and all kinds of other cool stuff. There's one over here. We actually blocked it off here as well because we want this to like be an enclosed garden over here. Let me take a little fly to the other side of the palace. You can see the walkway as well over here. Little room for another little garden over here. And then I actually added a couple more entrances or exits at the back of the palace. There's one in that little tower over there, and one at the end of this tower right here, which leads to the back of the palace. We have this one, and we have this one over here. And of course, at either end of the palace on this side right here, there's room for another little garden. And over here, there's room for a little area we can have over here for plants and stuff. And of course, a big garden, which we will have back here. So other than those areas and the terraces at the top of the palaces, this one over here and the one on the other side of the palace, and of course a facelift to our portal room in the top part of the central spire. The palace is coming along super nicely and we're actually almost done with the palace. There isn't too much left to do. I'm super excited on the progress that we have made here. So I popped over to the maze game, or I'm not too sure what it's called, but over at the Coconuts base they have this maze that they're building over here, the hedge maze, I don't really know what to call it, but I know that it is inspired by like the Maze Runner movies and books, which is super cool. It's going to be, I think, like a dungeon crawl sort of thing. And essentially what they need is they needed to have giant piston doors right here and right here. So I have a design for a 5x5 piston door that uses a flying machine. I know flying machines aren't super reliable, but really I think the only issue it would have is if there was super amount of lag, which as long as the player's standing right next to it and there really isn't that many players online, it should be fine. And it's only going to be open and closed when players are right next to it anyway. So we're going to be putting one 5x5 door here and one 5x5 door right here. And I have the design ready to go on a creative server, so let's pop over and check it out. So here it is, the 5x5 flying machine piston door. So just to put it plainly, for those of you who don't want to worry about the crazy redstone behind this, all you gotta do is push this button on either side and the door will open and close. Sorry if that was super loud. So each time you push it, it will either open or close, depending on if it is open or closed already. So either side doesn't matter. Of course, this side isn't as cosmetic as the other side, but the idea would be that the player starts off on this side of the door and it will then open up in front of them and then I think close at a later time. So just to explain the redstone a little bit, each one of these columns essentially is its own individual flying machine. So we actually have maxed out the piston push limit on each of these flying machines. So this 5 tall flying machine, at least for this design, is as tall as we could make it. So that's how we got the 5x5 flying machine door. So essentially what happens is when you push this button, this redstone line will change. It will activate the lower observers if the door is open, and it will activate the upper observer, which will fire off these pistons, which then activate these observers. Sorry if that's a little confusing. If the door is closed, then it will open in that case. So the line is activating both times. It just depends on if the door is open or closed. It will then do the opposite of where it needs to be. So we're gonna have to build 2 of these bad boys for our good friends the coconuts over in their maze, and I will show you guys the finished product when we're done. Alrighty, both doors are now all set. Same design that I showed in the creative world. If you push either of the buttons on either side, the doors will go up and down. I will demonstrate that right now. We were able to fit them both in. It was a little bit of a tight squeeze, but we had just enough room to do both. So once again, if either of the buttons are pushed, depending on the state of the door, it will either go up or back down, depending on where it is. And of course, the buttons on both sides will work. So once again, let me know your guys' thoughts on these doors. I hope the coconuts are satisfied with this. Hopefully they are. If you guys are watching coconuts, please leave your comments down below as well. But guys, that is all the time I have for today's episode. If you'd like to, please not hesitate to hit that thumbs up. Sorry that we took a little bit of a hiatus there, but we will be uploading regularly again from now on. Well, until we go on vacation once again, whatever that ends up being. But if you guys like the video, please not hesitate to hit that thumbs up. If you're looking forward to future episodes on the Symmetria server, then hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. I'm making new videos every single week. And I will see you guys again. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah, we are in the place to be. Yeah, yeah,